second and third grade, you are working on the worksheet that's called Colors Art Assessment. Now, please understand, I know we're at home and you may have multiple different materials as I have. So if you're using your paint sticks, your colored pencils, your markers, your crayons, whatever you're using, if you're using those, you need to have your 3 primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, and your 3 secondary colors, orange, purple, green, because we cannot use these to mix to make the new colors. You will have to have all of your colors out. That's the same with your markers, your crayons, your paint sticks. If you are using actual paint, all you need is your primary colors, because I will show you how to take these 3 and mix them to make the other colors. So I have water. If you don't want water, you can have a blank piece of paper. You can see I've already used it to wipe off your brush, but if you are painting, water is the quickest way to clean off your brush. Your name. I'm gonna get a marker and do it. I don't have to worry about the date. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna go over are what are the 3 primary colors. Again, red, yellow, and blue are your 3 primary colors. If you're using things that like this, you're going to color it in, and then I'm gonna switch my material so you can see. So it doesn't matter what kind of material you have at home to use as long as you add the color to it. Now before I move on, I am going to add the name, blue, red, yellow. So don't forget to add that underneath your color squares. Now we're going to move down and create the secondary colors. We have to use the primary colors to create the secondary colors. So just like I did with the other materials, you do have to use, for example, I'll show you. We're going to start with, and you can use the color wheel cheat if you don't remember. The color wheel. It tells you what colors make it. So if you want to make, if you're going to start with red and yellow, if you take red and yellow and go to the middle, what color do they make? Orange. So if you're using your paint sticks, you would take your red, that would be your first circle, your yellow, and it makes orange. And then you would have to write. So that's how you do it with your paint sticks, your markers, your colored pencils, or your crayons. You would actually have to use each color. You won't be able to use the items to create the secondary color. If you're painting, this is what we're going to do. We've already made orange, so if you look at the color wheel, purple, you need red and blue. Now you've got to think about the lightest color first. So I'm going to go to red first. Got to wash it off. Get all the red off. Blue. I'm going to wash it off. Then I'm going to do something called a double dip. And I know if you've been in my classroom before, you know what that is. That's when we take the paintbrush and you got to make sure it's straight up and down. We don't want it at an angle. We don't want to scoop. We don't want to stir. We just want to go down and up. So we're going to do the lightest color first. A little red. You need even, trying to get enough blue. They're both on your brush. And then we're going to stir it on our paper. And you should see purple. I'm going to wash that off. P-U-R-P-L-E. So if you just did the painting part, that's the same way we would do our orange. But you would do the lightest color first, which is yellow, then red to make your orange. I'm going to wash my brush off. We're going to make the last secondary color. If you look at our color wheel, green, you go to yellow and blue. Oops, just got paint on there. So yellow's the lightest color. So we're going to use yellow. Wash it off. Blue. Wash it off. Then we're going to do our double dip. Make sure we're just going down and up. Yellow's first. Yellow, a little blue. Both of them there. And you should start to see your green, like a blue. So, then we're going to take a marker or pencil, whatever you're using. So this is reviewing our primary red, blue, yellow, secondary orange, purple, green, and how to make it. Color is very important within our art because if you only have these 3 colors at home, you now know how to make these 3 colors just using the 3 you have. You are not taking a picture of this and uploading it on our Google Classroom. There is now a Google form using your worksheet. You can look at it to help you answer the questions on the Google form, which is going to correlate to Miss Lawson grading the work you've completed on this worksheet. So don't forget to go back, check the Google Classroom, click on your 2nd and 3rd grade Google form, answer the questions, and make sure you submit.